So, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero came out 9 months ago, and the game's meta has fluctuated quickly, buffing some characters and completely ruining others, so it's easy to lose track of the most reliable characters to play in ranks, for example. But I've noticed something in these past months. There are some characters that have always remained consistent and somehow have evaded some of the nerfs and are still very good characters, even when most players barely use them. So today, I decided to make a list of characters that are very good but almost no one uses. Number 10. Metal Cooler. Unlike his normal version, this one acts like an android. It's governed by the same mechanics as androids, so it doesn't charge ki, but all you have to do is keep up the pressure second by second. Just a ki blast is enough to be a headache and get more ki than the opponent. Little by little you will have enough ki to do the techniques at the same time that you damage the opponent. Also, it's incredible how consistent Metal Cooler is with Z counters. I felt that with other characters the amount of successful Z counts are not achieved as with this character. It's impressive. Number 9. Future Trunks. This fighter in its base version is a very valuable character that only costs 4 DP points. He has an unblockable ultimate which is super dangerous, he has instant sparking which also buffs several of his attributes such as attack and defense. To top it off, he has the After Image, an ability that although it's not as broken as in the release of the game, it's still useful in neutral and is an easy way to win the melee turn. All that with a character that hasn't even transformed. It's brutal. Let's also not forget that Trunks is one of the only characters who can intentionally prevent the Vanish War. That makes him very special. Number 8. Super Janemba. This is a similar case to Metal Cooler, although this one can charge ki at will, of course. I'm talking about his consistency with Z counters. Have you ever been in that situation where your opponent beats your back and you spam the Z counter command, but he ends up making a super long combo on you because the damn counter never worked? Well, those situations have not happened to me with this Janemba. He's extremely consistent. He has the rolling hammer on the first hit. His special techniques are not the best, though you have to do them at very special times. But in general, he is a character that responds very well to the aggressive playstyle. Giving an advantage in close combat, he is fast and has quite a lot of range. Number 7. Super Boo. The base version of Super Boo, like Boo Tanks, has the ability of health regeneration, which is excellent for team fights. You can kill a couple of the opponent's fighters if you take advantage of his qualities. The fact that his ultimate is a suicide attack with quite a lot of damage makes it the perfect combination because you can take advantage of recovering life while being on the brink of death. You can practically be an indestructible pink mass. You could state that he is a much more dangerous version of Yajirobe. Number 6. Android 13. A lot of androids on the list. I must say that I've learned to play them since I learned to be more patient with my game plan. Wait for the opponent to come towards you from time to time with the super dash, and with the correct time make the dash and get his back. That way I don't waste ki moving fast towards him and I can do damage while I wait for my own ki to fill up. In addition, Android 13 can make resets, practically forcing the opponent to use their resources like the revenge counter or the explosive waves. It has decent damage and speed. Just be sure to not use the transformation at all. He loses the reset combo. When you transform, the ki boost is minimal and I don't think it's worth it. Keeping it in base version as a relief character on your team can give a very big buff to your game plan. Number 5. Oob. The base version of this character is much better than his fusion with Majin Buu. We already clarified this in the worst transformations video. His rush attack, ultimate with great range and versatility to face the most meta characters, has made him one of my favorites. He has instant sparking, he has wild sense, he is very complete. There have been opportunities in which I have swept out entire teams just having Oob as an extra in my squad. He's like the base Goku from the beginning of Dragon Ball FighterZ. But seriously, give Goku's little apprentice a chance even if he doesn't have divine transformations or blonde hair. Number 4. Rekum. He's not like many of the characters we've talked about in the game. He is one of those who favors a defensive playstyle. He offers instant sparking and a good set of skills to keep the opponent at bay. The ultimate has a good range, unlike the explosive techniques in Tenkaichi 3, which were not very reliable and didn't always do the most possible damage. Now, in Sparking Zero, it's more difficult to react to them. It may be because of the change in camera angle, the opponents can get disorientated, I don't know. The point point is that it works. Rekum is a very good anchor character for your team. He's not as bad as people initially paint him, associating his performance in the series with his performance here in a video game. Number 3. GT Super Saiyan Goku. Now, I know what you're thinking. Come on bro, I always use this Goku. You are a liar, my friend. We all know that you transform him all the way to Super Saiyan 4. You don't use him in Super Saiyan. You forget him. But you're making a mistake. This little Goku's Super Saiyan has an ultimate with great damage and very good range. Melee is fast and has solid optimization options. Of course, the consecutive ki blast is not good, but the instant sparking, his versatility against characters bigger than him, make him a fighter to take a lot into account. Of course, I'm not going to deny that the transformations, especially Super Saiyan 4, are much more OP, but sticking to Super Saiyan for a bit isn't going to hurt you either. Besides, always having a transformation up your sleeve is a good way to get a finisher with a super when your ki bars aren't enough. Remember that when you transform, you receive a certain amount of ki that can be useful at the right time. Number 2. Base Kefla. You may see the Super Saiyan 2 Kefla a lot online, but the base version? That one is overlooked a lot. And is it justified? Not for me, because she's the character with a cost of 6 points with the most amount of health in the game, 4 life bars just like Gogeta or Vegito, and later on, of course, you can transform if you want, but the base version has tremendous damage and speed, so much that in my personal experience I haven't even had the need to transform. Before we move on to the first place, let's take a look at a few honorable mentions that could have perfectly made it into the top. Captain Ginyu. Gamma 1. Number 1. Android 17 from Dragon Ball Super. He probably has the best ki regeneration rate of any android, which makes him very good for an aggressive game plan. While attacking with his good speed, he gains ki to have a high damage finisher. His chances of chaining rush attacks into his combos are very high, and he has a great reset, which, if you learn how to do it, will give you a huge advantage. He has the rolling hammer on the first hit. He is a machine, literally. And it seems that when it comes to androids, people only use number 19 and 20, but they nerfed them, so for me, Android 17 from Super is the best android currently. Well, maybe 13 is up there too, but you get what I mean. Let me know in the comments, guys, the characters that you consider the most underrated in the game. I will be reading them. That was all for today, guys. Thanks for watching, take care, and see ya.